Welcome back. I apologize for not signing out on that last video. That was rude of me. Maybe I'll add a little extra in there for you guys, but the tool rant. Let's continue it. You know, I don't know if many people are going to agree with me. I know a lot of people really enjoy the way that tools work now in newer Minecraft, but I do have a major problem with it. It's almost like cheating in these versions, you know? What is the point of playing Minecraft or a grinding game? Because in these stages, this is a grinding game. You grind and you grind and you grind to creatively come up with solutions to problems or projects or make farms or something like that. It's a grinding game. But why would you ever want to cheat in a game where all of the reward doesn't come from how super cool the thing you made is, unless it's literally an innovation of the game as we know it? There's no point. If you're just copying somebody else's design in essentially creative, or you're cheating stuff in or blah, what's fun about that? Every game I get tempted to cheat in, and I actually do cheat in, I get disappointed because I get bored of it so quick. There's no point in cheating in this game, in my opinion. I mean, cheating and fucking with somebody, and messing with somebody is a fun pastime for a lot of people. And those people are generally labeled as assholes, but, you know. We're going to go on an expedition real quick while I keep ranting to get some sand that isn't right there, because I want to maintain the beauty of my world. I know I just got off on a rant saying where I want to completely destroy the landscape around me, but I should actually grab some more tools real quick. Okay, so I created a few more picks. I'm probably not going to need them on my journey, but just wanted to make sure I had them, so I didn't have to make another wooden pickaxe. With the tool rant, I'm going to continue that for a little longer. If you have super fast tools, that's cool, right? I mean, gold doesn't have quite enough durability to make it the meta in old, or in the... gold tools are the fastest, if you didn't know, in Minecraft. So if you... I should probably have made more shovels. Anyway, gold tools just don't have enough durability to genuinely make them late game meta unless you have like Fortune 3 mending on breaking 3 on it. And even then, you'd only be using that for low level ores and whatnot, like iron. I think you can mine iron with it. I think it's equivalent to a stone tool. I think that if you were to use a ton of those as work picks, can we just appreciate how beautiful this is, though? I like the colors a lot more. They're a lot less pastel like they are in new Minecraft. Anyway, they're a lot more contrasting and more direct and up in your face. More like an actual video game. We should grab one more just to make it a stack so I can get more glass. Okay. Cows will give you leather in this, they won't give you meat. Anyway, back on the gold tools. Gold tools, they have low durability and they don't mine at a very high level. And by high level, I mean like they can harvest certain resources. You know how diamond and netherite are the only two tiers that can mine actual like obsidian and keep it, stuff like that. Ooh, lots of cows by my base. You cannot breed animals in this version, so I'm probably just gonna murder everything but the sheep because I need the sheep for my carpet flooring. You can dye wool though. I don't know if I can make yellow dye with this flower. Can I? No, I can't. So maybe you can't dye wool yet? I'm pretty sure you can. I don't know. Maybe you can do it with lapis. If lapis exists. I don't think lapis exists, actually. Maybe it does. Anyway, I'm getting off track. Gold tools. If they were to make it so you would have to just keep grinding and grinding and grinding and grinding and grinding and never stop grinding for gold tools, they'd never be worth it. But if you could farm gold tools and it took you an insanely long amount of time to get to that level where you can farm them, that's something good. Now, that's the other problem I have with farming in Minecraft. It's not that you can farm for everything. It's that it's so easy to farm for everything. You can set up a creeper farm with stone and wood and water. All you need is a bunch of blocks and a couple buckets, really. Just 2 buckets to bring it up there. I'm struggling to think of anything else you need. I mean, you need the million trapdoors, but that's it. And then you can get insane rates. Like my farm on my server which has 4 or 5 people loading chunks at every moment, splitting up the monster spawns. I have my server getting me over a shulker and a half of gunpowder per hour, you know? That's crazy in my opinion. I'm just gonna make 3 more furnaces because I am kind of running low on furnaces. I don't know if they spit up furnaces or not, but it seems like they did. Maybe I should have just built my wall out of them. What do the backs look like? I can't even remember. It might look cool. Anyway, we're probably gonna make a smelting room or something. Maybe that's what I'll use the big stone room that I mined out for. But if a farm takes a really long time to get to and get up and running, then it's a much more rewarding thing. If it takes you 100 days in Minecraft, not to beat a boss, but to even get like basic farm set up, then I'd probably get behind them. You know, it'd be a challenge. It would be a box, but it would be more than a goal. It would be more of like a list. You know, the list would be for that goal, as opposed to that would just be one thing on the list. If that makes any sense, you know. Now, what are we gonna do? While we have minimal amounts of daytime left, we're gonna probably explore around. I would finish my house, but I don't have the resources to do that quite yet. So I'm probably going to chop a few trees over here until night. But that's the main problem with farming for me. Not that you can necessarily, but that it's so easy. I don't know if I finished my tool rant. So you can make a gold farm, right? If gold farms were super hard to make, I think this is where I was going to tie them together, yeah. So if gold farms were super hard to make, and granted, they're not the easiest thing to make. You have to make a few farms before you make a gold farm, at least in Skyblock. So if we use that as an example, Skyblock, it's a challenge. You are required to farm everything, and it's a challenge for that. You have to grind a bunch of cobblestone to make platforms, and in newer versions, you can use a TNT duper and all that to do it. But you know, it's the epitome of a good sandbox. Skyblock. Skyblock is a version of Minecraft that just makes more sense as a game mode or as a sandbox than new Minecraft, in my opinion. Even in new Minecraft versions, right? Because you're required to farm everything. You have an actual goal to become completely self-sufficient, make a very large, beautiful sky base. There's high risk. you can lose everything in the void. Villagers kind of mess with it a bit, but I'm gonna just leave that because it opens up so many opportunities, you know. But with Skyblock, sure they're boxes, but the end goal is pretty out there, you know. You see it, you experience it, and you grind for it. And now, not everybody loves grinding like I do. I mean, I'm a RuneScape player. All that game is grind. But when you play a game, you need to put a level of effort into it for it to make anything feel useful. It's a huge problem that developers go through is, does this feel like a challenge? Now, you don't want it to be too challenging because then it's not fun to play unless you're a sadist or a masochist who's into Dark Souls and crap like that. I mean, Dark Souls is a fun game, don't get me wrong. So, but there are games designed for those people who enjoy something that's super hard. And then there are games like Minecraft, where it's designed for the creative people, or at least it started out that way. Then it literally just became a quality of life update after quality of life update after quality of life update. Too many quality of life updates. Quality of life updates are generally updates that make it so that you have higher quality of life. Wow, go figure. No, it makes certain aspects of the game easier to reduce the grind, or to make it so that menus function properly and stuff like that, you know. Now, granted, the menu ones, very important to do. But if you're taking away too much grind, the game becomes pointless. It feels like you're not accomplishing anything, and that's the problem I come into. If it takes me literally 3 days of playing nonstop Minecraft to reach the end game where I've got farms for my elytra, I have 1 million of them, everything is fully enchanted, I've got villagers and books and stuff, which is essentially what happened with my server. I spent 4 or 5 days just recording, and this is with recording. I just completely made it to where I had infinite books with those villagers, as you guys saw in those videos, and they... Oh, did I go over time? No, I did not. Okay. This is still episode 3. Woohoo. I think. I don't know. Anyway, you guys saw episode 2. I said, maybe in episode 3 I'll be able to get villagers started. No, I finished them in episode 2. And that was only like 5 days of playing. And granted, on those days I was playing 5-6 hours a day, but it's kind of ridiculous that I can just do that. You know, I got max enchantments with a sugarcane farm, and I used boats to abduct people. That's it. I had a cow farm for some books, but I honestly have only harvested that 4 or 5 times. But if you see what I'm saying, I made a sugarcane farm. Sugarcane farm that I started in the beginning of episode 1. That sugarcane farm has given me maximum enchantments, and if I wanted to get toolsmiths, it would give me full diamond tools forever for free. That's so ridiculous. And now I know I'm shitting on villagers right now. Sorry, hating on villagers right now, but that's kind of indicative of every update. If they thought that was a good idea, it's kind of showing what direction the game is going, don't you think? They're just doing so much to make the game closer to checking off boxes and then build whatever the heck you want. Well, the only difference between that and creative is you have to check off the boxes first. And those boxes don't really take super long to check off, in my opinion. Death, sure, you can die in survival. Wow. But can you really die with netherite if you practice or play enough or you're competent? Most of the time, if somebody has a decent computer, mouse, keyboard, they're not going to feel damaged or in danger at all in new Minecraft if they've got netherite, you know? And I find that to be kind of a problem. There's not enough skill, which is why everybody liked PvP. And so the skill in combat was definitely saved by PvP modes, you know? Servers like Hunger Games and all those fun PvP things that I love to play. I know One in the Chamber was my favorite thing because I was a god with the bow back in the day. And I don't know, the challenge just isn't there. I don't want my Minecraft to be super hard because super hard Minecraft is not going to be fun for anybody, you know? If Minecraft is too hard, you're not going to be able to do any of the creative stuff. But if it's too easy, none of that creative stuff feels rewarding. And if you're given too many toys to play with, for example, with all these redstone things making auto sorters for your chests and all that super easy to do. Now, granted, I would love to have an auto sorter. In fact, I have installed mods in my single player sometimes just to do that. But it's kind of too easy. Sure, it requires a ton of iron, but iron farms exist, you know? And any sane person will farm that iron, because that's one of those things that's just a massive grind. I can support that, you know? But, for example, if you can have an auto sugarcane farm, granted, it probably saves on lag a little bit, but not enough to really justify it with how the game works. I don't know. Hold on, let me gather my thoughts for a moment when I fix these torches with math. So I've reached the end over there. I'm going to try and extend this over. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 9 more. Let's see if I can dig 9 more. 1, 2, 3. No, I cannot. Okay, so this will be as big as it possibly can after I reach this wall. Oh. So this right here is going to be the wall. Or is it? Well, that's going to do it for this episode, guys. I'm sorry I kind of cut it off at a weird spot. I just stopped talking for a moment while I was figuring out what to do with this wall. And I'll see you guys in hopefully a less ranty episode next time. I can't believe we're already on episode 4, so we're probably going to do about 20 episodes in each section or whatever. In each, I wouldn't say update, but terrain update. Anyway. See ya, guys, next time. Or I'll just do it for as long as it takes, you know? I don't care.